Welcome back to Theresa.is.Dead. My name is Theresa and I'm very much alive. And if you're new here, welcome. I have an awful garbage mouth, and if you're not into that, or weird shit in general, this is not the place for you. Feel free to exit out the video here. No harm, no foul. But I'll remember our time fondly. If you want to jump straight to the review of the products, I'll leave a time code down below. Feel free to jump ahead. Guys, it's been pretty fucking uneventful in the subway. Not one rat sighting, not one person asking me to fuck them in the ass with my toe, nothing. I decided to spice up things a bit. I decided, you know what, fuck it. I am gonna take the long way to work and hopefully see something on the bus, because, you know, New York City buses are fucking terrible, so why not go on a bus and scare the shit out of myself? And the reason why I don't like taking the bus, you know, besides bus people, is that I hate going through Times Square. Probably worse than the ninth circle of hell. And if you're from New York, you totally understand what I'm talking about. It's just terrible. And for you guys that want to come visit here, don't be a part of the problem. Go anywhere else but Times Square. So I'm sitting on the bus, listening to music, playing Candy Crush, living my best life, you know, the usual. When we're crawling through traffic to get through Times Square, to get past this fucking Dante's Inferno bullshit, when all of a sudden I hear, just a huge audible gasp. I of course look up and I see everybody just run to the window, peer their little piggy faces to it, and are like, oh my god, did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? So I look over to my left, and what do I see? I see a bunny fighting a chicken. I'm gonna repeat that because I feel like it bears repeating. A bunny fighting a chicken. So now, if you're not familiar with Times Square, basically there's actually been an epidemic. So I don't actually know what the term is. Let's call them riffraff. So there's some riffraff individuals that will go buy these really weird knockoff character costumes. Mickey Mouse, Elmo, Oscar the Grouch, big, you know what I mean? Like, it's just cartoon characters, but they're like, there's something wrong with them. It's like you would imagine those are the cartoon characters after we have like a nuclear holocaust. You know what I mean? Like, they're just slightly melted a little bit. Anyway, there's a bunch of people in Times Square that are dressed in these dirty, disgusting fucking outfits and will literally run up on you, take a picture with you, and then demand money for it. And then yell at you if you don't have money for them. It's a beautiful system. That's why I say,
avoid Times Square, bitch.
There was a bunny literally was fucking beating the shit out of this giant Chicken Little, which had to be the best thing I've ever seen. Of course, I couldn't get out my goddamn camera in time because then the cops broke it up. So yeah, so it kind of broke up pretty fast. But my favorite part of the whole thing was it looked like a group of tourists that were just like standing off to the side in horror. Like, this one woman shielded her two children. Don't look! It looked very dramatic and it made me so happy. I've been scouring Instagram, Facebook, Twitter just to see if somebody fucking took a picture of this, and I'm not having the best luck. But if I do find it, I'm definitely fucking putting it up on my community tab. Literally the best thing I've probably seen this year. Anyway, something about people in animal costumes beating the shit out of each other is so soothing. Anyway, happy Easter. Or Passover. So in today's video, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I have a lot of fucking products that I just have like half a video to, or things I've been kind of sitting on for the past couple of months now. It kind of fell to the wayside because either I was less interested about it or bigger releases came out and I don't know, it just kind of like fell to the side. So I had this huge folder on my external hard drive that just says unedited. And I actually have quite a few little items that I would like to share with you guys and kind of give you like quick little mini reviews. Basically, I'm stealing Jen Loves Reviews idea, so sue me. Don't. I have no money. I think she did like 15 products in 15 minutes or something like that. I'm not going to do that because I'm not as good as her. What I am going to do is talk about the, I don't even know how many I have here. I'm going to put the number here. There. Bam. Look at that number. That's the amount of products that I have. Also, I have a swivel chair. That's why I'm going to be swiveling. I'm really sorry. I just love swiveling. I'm a child. The other thing too is you're gonna hear the rain. I'm filming this shit at 8:45 on a Saturday morning. You're probably also saying, wow bitch, your eye look is pretty extreme. It is. It is. It's the Holy Saturday look I was going for. No, I'm actually playing with the Suva Beauty Block Party palette, which, girl, I'm going drag for days, bitch. I love it though. But all right, anyway, why don't we talk about some products? I'm gonna give you a little quick things. If I have any sort of footage, I'm gonna put it up on the side and I'll just, you know, give you a very quick rundown on if I like it, if I don't like it, blah, blah, blah. All right, cool, awesome. I returned it. So needless to say, I'm not going to recommend it. So basically, long story short, Transfix Matte Concealer doesn't crease all day long. Bullshit! And is completely transfer proof. Smooth and homogeneous application allows it to blend easily before it sets. VitaLab technology provides the skin with excellent hydration benefits. Hyaluronic acid and collagen soothe and soften the skin for long-lasting moisture and comfort. It's a very interesting shade range. I think I was 4N, and I felt like it was a pretty decent match. It was cool. What I will say is when I did put it on, it does provide, I think, pretty full coverage right off the bat. I was like, oh shit. However, this shit sets faster than you wouldn't fucking believe. So when I put it on my good eye over here, the one that doesn't have the giant fucking line underneath it, it was fine. It looked pretty good. It actually looked nice and full coverage. It did look slightly hydrating. Initially, at application stage, it looked fine. It looked pretty cool. It actually even looked like it kind of covered a little bit of my giant fucking San Andreas goddamn fault underneath my fucking eye. And it looked alright. However, the first 2 days that I wore it, I was kind of like, all right, it's not bad. It gets a little bit drying, so I found that if you didn't set it with powder, it looked a little bit better. However, around the 4 to 5 hour mark, you start to notice that it looks incredibly drying and kind of cakey and a little creasy. So that kind of bugged me. So after about 1 week of wearing it, just started getting progressively worse and worse and worse. Unfortunately, I don't have any footage to prove it, so you're gonna have to take my word for it. I'm sorry. On this eye, I actually have a pretty deep line. I'll zoom you in to show you what I'm talking about. Whoa, this is a fucking look today. Holy shit. Okay, do you see that right there? I have to get closer. Yeah, okay, you see that guy? Well, by the end of the day, basically, it was so thick. Like, it was so, like, I could literally just do this and I feel like at least 3 layers of skin would just peel off my face. It collected there and it just made me look like I was 90 fucking years old, and I hated that so much. The fact that the shit dries way too fast is problematic. If you're one of those people, like everybody else pretty much, that, you know, puts all their concealer down in one shot and then blends out, you can't do that. It's literally not going to budge off your fucking face. So if you are interested in getting it, I don't know why you would, but if you are, just do one section at a time. It'll save you a lot of trouble and effort. Like I keep mentioning in my videos, the older I get, the more I just want to stay away from matte products. It just seemed too good to be true, the claims of it. It seemed hydrating and plumping and blah, blah, blah. So instead it just fucking aged me like a person in the Dust Bowl. I can't do it. No. I returned it the other day, exchanged it for the Marc Jacobs Accomplice Concealer, and I've kind of been playing around with that. So I will do a review on it. If not a full review, it'd be kind of like one of these things, like these little mini reviews. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is actually the only Charlotte Tilbury thing I own, because that bitch is expensive and mama don't got the money for all that shit. I like to get things on a discount, so I actually picked that up when I had a Sephora gift card, and I think I picked it up around the same time that I got the Riviera palette. And I have to say, I fucking really, really love this shit. It's definitely a complexion booster. I've actually been using this as a primer as well as kind of more of like a foundation mixer, and I find that when I do that, my skin looks so hydrated and juicy and I want to fucking eat my face, and I love the shit out of it. It's really, really awesome. I'm actually kind of surprised how well it works, because I thought it was going to be one of those products that's just kind of pure bullshit, but no, it's quite lovely actually. So I know there's one of you guys on here, fuck, your name escapes me and I'm really so sorry, but hi. I think she mentioned that she uses this just a pure foundation, and you can do that if you want to. For me, I need 85 other things to go with it. The glow on this guy, it's just so nice. I love it. This is my hand that has it. This is my gross hand that doesn't. See, it has like a beautiful shine. This one just looks sad. This one just looks happy. And also even thinner. Flawless filter, anybody? I really do like this. I can't recommend this enough. It's really fucking cool. I chose a bronze only because of one fucking thing, okay? And I know you're gonna think I'm crazy, but I swear to God, this is like fucking one of the most amazing highlighters I've ever used. It's the shade Cookie right here. So I'm gonna give you a little swatchy do. What the hell is that? Oh my God, I didn't even realize this came with it. It pays to look in packaging sometimes, bitch. Here are my gross hands. Literally, I just came. How wonderful is this? This is such a fucking beautiful, flattering, adorable, motherfucking highlighter. So this is what it looks like on the Hollywood Flawless Filter, which, bitch, you are glowing for fucking days, son. But on this side, it still looks very beautiful though. Girl. Okay, so what you kind of get in this guy here is you get 2 bronzers. You get, I believe, the new Hoola Caramel bronzer, which is way too fucking warm and dark for me. So it's more of like a contoury kind of shade, or you can actually use it as an eyeshadow, which was lovely. Hoola shade here, which, you know, not my favorite bronzer, but it's not bad. You have Gold Rush and Coralista. I have Gold Rush in a smaller package. I don't have Coralista. This is a beautiful peachy blush. And then of course you get the weird little paintbrush. What I will say is that the shade alone is worth the money. I swear to fucking God. They do have mini versions of this palette. So for example, I think the mini bronze one is Gold Rush, Hoola, and Cookie. I'm happy that I got this palette because Coralista is very beautiful. I actually wound up doing a full face using just this palette, and I'll show you the results of it on the side over here. And this was awesome. So to me, the $60 price point is a little bit more worth it because I can utilize this more than just a fucking highlighter and a blush. I could actually physically just do my full face with this and be okay with that. Little live swatches of that one. That one is Coralista, and that one's Gold Rush. They're very beautiful. So this is Hoola, and this is Hoola Caramel. So you can see it's totally way too warm for me. But as eyeshadow, fuck me up, bitch. Of course, if you're not interested in all of that stuff, but you do want to try the highlighter, your best bet is going to be the little $30 palette then. Because unfortunately, they do not sell the highlighter on its own. And Benefit, if you're listening there, baby, please just sell it on its own. I will fucking pay whatever you want for it. Because hands down, this is the nicest highlighter I have used this year. Yeah, I'm gonna mark that claim. And I've been loving all the highlighters that I've been playing with, like the ones from Tarte. So every time I feel like I'm gonna throw up every time I say that. Glossier Play was really cool. The Ciate London Jessica Rabbit one was really awesome. But there's something about this motherfucking Christmas cookie that got me motherfucking shook. And I hate saying that word, but bitch, I'm shook, okay? I love it. The next product I'm going to talk about is this really unassuming little mascara. It's fucking great. As somebody like myself that has very wonky fucking eyelashes, I'm always finding that when I use a normal mascara wand on my lower lash line, it winds up either transferring or it's fucking terrible. I need like really thin wands to get right up next to my eyeball. But I do find that this one is fantastic. And I have to say a very special thank you to Tara. Actually, Tara is going to be the kind of the reason why I purchased this product and the next product in a second, because she's the one that kind of pointed this stuff out to me, and it's fucking awesome. So I'm gonna actually have a little video up in the corner here. So for the $12 price point, I think it's beautiful. It's really awesome. I've had no issue with it. I've had no transfer, no flaking off, no smudging. I don't get any sort of reaction to it. The formula dries actually pretty fast. It's not like it's a very wet formula where you feel like you have to wait forever for it to dry before you're doing any sort of setting spray or anything like that. This is really fucking cool, and I'm very impressed with this, more so than I thought I ever would be, because I honestly thought this was going to be a fucking gimmick. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, okay, it's just probably gonna be some bullshit mascara. No, this is awesome, and I think it's all because of this teeny tiny little wand here. It's fucking great. So hey, if you're in Ulta, go look over at the Clinique section, go pick this stuff up, especially if you're somebody that is struggling with the lower lash line, where you feel like any mascara you use is literally fucking the bottom half of your face up by either smudging or flaking or transferring or any of that bullshit. I have not experienced that with this. I haven't seen any other kind of trend like this before where people had lower lash line mascara. So if you do know of another company that does this, let me know down below, because, you know, hey, I'm always willing to check out and try out new things. But I have to say, I think this is going to be like my go-to for the lower lash forever. So thank you, Tara. So the next two products I want to talk about are from COL-LAB, which COL-LAB is a brand that is exclusively sold at Sally Beauty. Now, I picked these guys up when I was in LA, you know, because I was being such an LA baby. And the only reason why I picked this up is because the wonderful Tara Lynn, my adorable friend, recommended this. She said, bitch, you need to go try these things out. You will like them. And I was like, all right, bitch, I'll go track them out. Luckily, where I was staying in my Airbnb, Sally Beauty was actually only 5 minutes away, so it actually worked out quite well. So I have two different products that I want to show you. One is the COL-LAB Bright Spark Radiant Foundation, which is this guy right here, and I'm in the shade Porcelain, obviously, because I'm uncooked chicken. The next one is COL-LAB Concealer in the shade Porcelain as well, because again, uncooked chicken. But let me show you what this looks like as a swatch. So here are the two swatches. This is the foundation and this is a concealer. Oddly enough, they're both called Porcelain. Yeah, sure. The reason why I haven't really been wearing this one too much, as you can see, it's quite dark for my skin right now. So I think I'm going to be really utilizing it more in the summertime. And now that the weather's getting nicer, it won't be an issue. But when I purchased this when I was in California, the few days that I did try it, I really liked the formula. I liked how it sit on my skin. Very, very lightweight. So if you're looking for like a lightweight formula, this is going to be your go-to. And it actually has a beautiful radiance to it, which is quite lovely. The only thing is that the shade range is not that great, one, and it's pretty fucking dark on my skin. So I either need like mix in white drops, which I have from e.l.f., which has worked in the past, and it makes it actually a little bit of a thicker consistency when I do that. But it also kind of then changes it a little bit when I do the mix in, because it kind of makes it a little bit more matte and not so radiant, which kind of sucks. So I think I'm really going to be utilizing this more in the summertime, but it's pretty nice. It just makes me laugh that they consider that porcelain. That's bullshit. The concealer, also in the shade Porcelain, this is hands down my favorite concealer of all time. It is fucking amazing. The coverage on this guy is wonderful. It's definitely, I would say, medium to full, but buildable. When I do layer it on, it's never cakey, it's never drying. I don't like to set it with too much powder because otherwise it just kind of removes the luminosity of it, but that's pretty much the case for any time you add a lot of powder to something. If you are interested in picking this up, just don't over powder it, because then you lose that beautiful shine. I think the older I get, the more I'm looking for this kind of radiant concealer, and this bitch, this is it right here. So if you have a Sally Beauty, I really do invite you to go check it out. It's just the shade ranges are kind of a little bit garbage. Fortunately, you can't really shade match yourself in the fucking stores, so you kind of have to like hope for the best. So I'm very lucky that it worked out for me, and I'm actually running quite low on this, so I actually need to repurchase this. I'm going to buy a shitload of them because I don't need any other concealer. However, I still try out new shit all the time, but in reality, this has been my go-to for the past couple of months. It's fucking awesome. I highly recommend it. So the next products I want to talk about are these Makeup Revolution eggs. They're okay. They're $7. I honestly have to say probably the yellow one, which I think is the chick one, is the best one. The pink one would probably be a close second, but honestly, I broke it. I broke it because I dropped it on the floor like a fucking asshole. And as you can see, there's no more highlighters. The highlighters in all of them are not good. There's like a certain texture to them that kind of feels very weird. I swatched a couple of different highlighters. You can see they're on the chunkier side and very powdery. They don't feel very nice. They feel rough. I will admit though, right now in the monitor as I'm staring at it, it actually looks pretty nice. But on the skin, fucking hated it. It just didn't feel good. Also, the colors are just not friendly to my skin, so I can't really wear them as a highlighter. I would have to only use them as an eyeshadow. In which that case, I'm like, meh, I'm not really that interested. Quality, they're okay. They're not consistent though with some of the other Makeup Revolution products I have tried. I definitely think they're a gimmick. That's really what it is. They're $7. They're pretty fucking adorable. That's it. That's really all you're gonna get out of them. I don't know if it's the same quality as the ones that are available in the US, which I believe are the donut ones. You can find those in Ulta. I haven't picked those up because, you know, I think anytime packaging looks like that, I feel like 9 out of 10 times it's gonna be shitty formula, I'll be honest. So I think that's why I never picked the donut up, even though it's so fucking cute. I kind of fell for it because I was like, oh my God, my childhood. And then I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do with these? Nothing. If anything, they're really just going to be sitting on my vanity because they're really cute. I know in my Instagram post when I actually took those pictures, I said I really don't even give a shit if the formula is good because it's just about the packaging, and that's kind of still how I feel about it. The formula in the yellow one, I say is pretty decent. You know, you do get some pigment there, however, it doesn't last very long. So in my last video, I actually had a look with this little palette and it lasted, but however, when I was done shooting that video, it was very faded. So I will say that the lasting power on these guys are not that good. The chocolate one, I was probably the most upset about because I felt like this was so lackluster for me. I will say that the mattes, they do feel very soft, but they're just so fucking powdery and chunky. And the one shade that I actually only liked in here was the green one, and even when swatching that, it's just hard. The green's not doing it for me, and I love green, so I don't understand. I don't know. I feel like it's just like a weak a weak green. So yeah, so I wasn't like super excited about them. They're okay. Like I said, the packaging wise, they're really adorable. If they do come to Ulta, I would say like skip out. I don't think you necessarily really need them. I mean, I really don't even think they're really worth it at the $7 price point. Last but certainly not least, I want to talk about Lethal Cosmetics because you guys know I preach about them every motherfucking day because I really do love Lethal Cosmetics. I've actually purchased this palette shortly after buying the first palette, and if you haven't seen that review, I'll link it up in the corner there. I love Lethal Cosmetics so much that if they wanted me to kill somebody, I probably would, because that's how much I love them. They're an awesome fucking company. They have beautiful eyeshadows. They are well worth the fucking money. They're so fucking good. This palette, of course, is very much like the first palette that I purchased from them. They're beautiful. I don't have a bad thing to say about them. The purples are wonderful here. Of course, the one to me that stands out the most is this beautiful green shade here, which I will give you a little swatch. Let me zoom in so you can see that. Bitch! I love this. This is me. This is probably hands down one of my favorite fucking greens in the whole world. Let me show you this purple right over here too. Oh, you dumb slut. Look how wonderful that is. Fuck me up, Dad. That is beautiful. Ooh, we'll do this red color over here. Sorry, the swatch got a little weird. My bone. I will say that, they are a little bit on the powdery side. Not the end of the world, but they do have some powderiness to them. I would say that they were definitely more on the soft press side. So these guys have very, very soft bones. So don't, finger fuck them too much. The pigmentation on these guys are fucking stunning. It's just gorgeous. I legitimately cannot stop touching these eyeshadows. These are my go-to, my number ones. Out of anything in my collection, these are the things that I will keep going back every fucking time because they are consistently beautiful. That's actually a pretty decent black. I'm gonna say that's like the best black I've ever tried because I feel like I have things in my collection that are like motherfucking black. That's with 2 little swatches. Ugh, fuck me up. God damn it. This brand is fucking wonderful and I will sing their praises until the day I die. I love them so much. And I think right now what they're doing is really fucking cool and I wish they did this when I first purchased them. I think it would have changed the eyeshadows that I got. Out of the 2 already pre-made palettes, this was my least favorite. Not to say that these are bad colors. There's a beautiful color story. The only thing that really spoke to me was this beautiful green shade. Because everything else is kind of like, purples and reds, meh. I really don't give a shit about them. I like them, but they're not my go-to. So that's why I think I love the Hive palette so much, because it definitely had more of a green feel to it. But with that said, what they're doing right now is if you were to design your very own palette, which would give you 12 shades, it's going to come out to $58.80. So it's basically they're giving you 30% off if you were to get 12 shades in one shot. If not, if you didn't want to do that, altogether it's $84. However, it's $58.80 when you buy them as a bundle. The fact that you can even make your own bundle
is so insane, beach.
The reason why I didn't do another thorough review on this is only because the quality did not change from the original review. I still have the same exact feelings, the same exact thoughts. The shadows in this is very consistent to the shadows in the other palette. They're beautiful. And honestly, in this day and age, what other makeup company can you say that about each palette? None. Because it doesn't happen, because every fucking palette is so goddamn different. If you were to get this palette, if you were to get the Hive palette, or if you were to make your own palette, it would be the same quality. Mind-blowing, okay? Fucking mind-blowing. It's so goddamn good. I highly recommend checking them out. Links down below. This palette's currently sold out, so I would advise you, if you are interested in getting it, create your own palette, make your own thing. Now you're probably saying like, well, they are expensive, and yeah, it's, it's an indie company and blah, 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 and the shipping and all that stuff. Yeah, a lot of those things factor in it. However, I think these, I would say, I'm putting them on par with some of the more higher end eyeshadows that I've been playing with. And I gotta say, these are the ones that I fucking reach for. I swear to you, I have so many fucking eyeshadow palettes, but at the end of the day, I reach for these more than anything else. They're just that good. They're just, I just got eyeshadow all over my pants. great. I'm just gonna wipe this off. They're so easy to use. I never really feel like I have to think when I'm using them. Like I can combine a lot of the different colors and they all work together so beautifully. This is an awesome palette. I highly recommend checking them out. So let me know down below if you have any of these products or if you're interested in picking up anything and blah, blah, blah. If you have different thoughts than me, whatever. I love hearing from you guys. You know that. And also let me know if you actually like this kind of style of review. I don't think I'm going to do it very often, but I think for some products that I feel like I really just don't feel like making a huge full video for, I think I'm going to do this every so often. Also, kind of speeds up my content a little bit more too. I can also start doing some other things as well. I'm starting to get a little bit overwhelmed because the amount of unfinished projects I had in my hard drive, I was starting to get overwhelmed. So let me know if you like these kind of videos and I will definitely do them in the future. And of course, if you don't, let me know why. Let me know why you didn't like them. And yeah, I'm always open to constructive criticism. Just don't be a dick. And yeah, I guess that's about it. On that note, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it as always. Feel free to like, comment, hit that subscribe button. It's free. And hit that bell icon for notification of all my future posts. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, out in the streets, in life, whatever. And I'll see you little pumpkins later.